yourself to be the Morning After Listener of the Month, and you could be selected and score a Form Energy prize pack. Sign up now at 101ESPN.com or TMASTL.com. The TMA Listener of the Month Club is presented by Form Energy. We do the work.
Here's Action Jackson with 3 more ways to get TMA content.
Watch TMA on YouTube. Click the bell to subscribe. Download the podcast. Find it at TMASTL.com or wherever you podcast. And check us out on TikTok at TMASTL.
Thanks, Jackson. It's the Brown and Crouppen Morning After on 105.7 FM HD2.
KPNT FM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. This is TMA All Day. And we're back. It's time for After, the Morning After, presented by Munganess St. Louis Acura and Munganess Burkhardt Alton Toyota on KPNT HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis, and the TMASTL YouTube channel with Tim McKernan, Doug Vaughn, Iggy Strode, and Jackson Burkett.
We're back.
Well, it's good to be back because we haven't been back for a while.
Yeah.
I didn't see you guys. I didn't think we were doing a show.
Why not?
Well, it was 11:05.
Is it 11:05? Yeah. Well, we
were so pressed for time.
Bad clock management on my part for.
Well, I saw Chuckles and Marlowe on the way out, and Martin, and hadn't seen Charlie in forever, so it was good to see him. And I hadn't seen Martin in a while, so good to catch up with the boys.
Well, this has always been the kind of show where friends feel they can drop by at any time.
Yeah, they could have stopped in here. Where the hell is Tim? I wasn't told Tim wasn't here.
Well, Tim is gone today.
Well, it's part of my contract that if Tim's not here, I
don't think it is.
Ask Tommy to show you my contract. I only work 4 days a week, and when Tim's not here, I don't have to work.
I believe his son had a golf tournament.
Well, I got suckered into this. Nobody told me Tim was out.
Suckered in. Do you like that description of...
You sound bitter.
After the Morning After here on 105.7 HD2. This program gets brought to you by Munganess, St. Louis Acura, Munganess, Burkhardt, Alton Toyota, our friends over there, Jamie Burkhardt. Co-executive producer of this presentation. We're so happy to have him on board.
Sword of Damocles.
You know, Martin's
hanging.
Martin with a drive-by.
Yeah, why don't you come sit in?
No, you know why? Okay, Favors, is this on?
Yes.
Why won't I be sitting at Iggs?
Look at that.
There's only so many autograph requests I can field at one time. Papers, witness this.
Yes.
I'm walking by. Iggs is there. I'm like, hey, Ken, how are you? He's like, can you do me a favor? I'm like,
I said hi.
He did, I don't think he's Doug. I don't think he said hi. The first thing he said was, "Can you do me a favor?" And my internal monologue went, "Oh, crap. Yeah, of course. What is it?" But the request, Doug,
What was it?
it was simple. He just needs an autographed hockey stick signed by Keith Kachuk,
Yeah.
Matthew Kachuk,
Yeah.
and Brady
Brady
Kachuk.
Sure.
So he said, if you could,
You can pull that out of your backpack.
if you could, just get me.
Well, my only point is, I know they're busy.
It's for charity.
I know they're busy, but it's a St. Louis foundation. They're both all from St. Louis. It would take 2 seconds to sign a stick, and it'd probably bring $1,500 to $2,000 at the auction. So
They kind of owe it to you, I would say.
well, they don't owe it to me. I would told you I would text Walt, but it keeps bouncing back. It's not going through.
Where are you going to get
I
the
kind of
stick?
wonder how that.
Bing.
No, he's not going to block me, but I just.
Well, I mean, if your texts aren't going through.
One of the first items I got for Gobble Bowl, like, Christ, 15 years ago, was I called Walt and I said, can you sign something for Gobble Bowl? He goes, I got a jersey here. Just come by the house and pick it up. So I said, okay, and while you're at it, make me a sandwich.
Jeez, Chantel, this
I went-
orange fell up.
I went to the house. I went to the house and picked it up. Went around the side first, and there was Brody and Matthew in the back, probably 6 years old.
Brody Herman was playing with Matthew
Shooting
and
pucks.
Chuck.
And I told him, I said, shoot one, and I stopped him. And then I went back out on the porch, and the jersey was there with a paper bag, and there was a sandwich in there.
Oh, see, they took it to heart. So they will deliver when asked, is what you're telling
Yeah,
me.
and if I could ask if I could get this text to go through, and then I call them and leave a voicemail, but Walt's not checking voicemail. So,
It's coming
Or
right
yours.
back.
So now, Martin, if you could get that done.
well, the same
Those
thing.
sticks are like $500 now.
Well, no, they're not. You think
they are.
You think Brady or Matthew didn't have a stick laying around?
What if I tell them to have Brody sign?
You're the same. Oh, you're going to pay for that basketball Kayla's going to sign? Oh, you're going to pay for that puck they're going to sign? It's for charity. That's the whole point of
it's
it.
for charity.
It's like a
Doug.
signed
They're
Lamborghini,
still
you know?
expensive
Oh,
sticks.
don't you just butt out?
Oh, don't tell me to butt out.
He wants Doug to butt out.
Yeah, worry about your own damn charity.
It's none of your business, yeah.
Yeah, it's my assignment. it's not your problem.
Like I've said this before. If somebody from another city called me and said, hey, I got an auction coming up, and there's a lot of blues fans in Illinois, and I don't know any about the blues. Can you help me out? I would call the blues and try and help somebody out if they're a friend of mine. So, I don't feel bad asking. It's for charity. If it's for me,
because
I
of this
ask.
theoretical, this hypothetical situation in the world out there.
I've helped Martin out before with phone numbers. I've given him tons of.
I do owe it. So it sounds like I do owe it to you. Little did I realize. We were telling a story earlier on the other. What's the other program called? The Morning After.
Morning
This
After.
is what? This is the AFTAs.
This is
so.
Yeah.
Papers gets invited to AFTAs all the time.
That's right.
And Charlie got busted at Fox 2 for throwing a mattress, a couple of them away. I remember they were tumbling out of the top of the dumpster, got busted on it. It was pointed out on the text line. They said if only Iggy had known that, could have saved a lot of trouble.
You could have used one of those mattresses.
No, listen, there were people dumping mattresses every day at my old apartment.
Oh, every day.
It was Mattress City.
And then the people in the country illegally were grabbing them and bringing them into their apartment, sleeping on them.
Oh, no. Show's taking a turn. Is this
Martin,
what happens on this show?
I don't even know if Martin remembers this, but you actually emceed one of our Megan Meyer
Oh,
Foundation
absolutely.
events.
Yeah, it was out in St. Charles. It was right by the casino.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And he came over to me after his first kind of couple of stand-ups. And, as Martin is, he's entertaining. And I knew that. And I said, this will be fun, He'll tell some jokes and have fun. But then when we'd have somebody come up and talk about, their kid being bullied at school, and he comes over and says, am I going overboard? He goes, I go up and I tell some jokes, and somebody comes in and talks about being bullied at school and being punched. And I said, no. I said, that's the whole point of this, is that we break up the monotony of these stories to get the point through. But then Martin comes up and breaks up with a little laughter here and there. So that was.
But I remember also that night, and tone is difficult at events that are serious. Like if you ever hosted, and if it's like a cancer fundraiser, and they have somebody get up there and talk about something horrible that happened to their family member, and then you get up there and make a joke about the Blues can't score a goal. It's always like a tricky.
Yeah.
But what I remember about that night, I had a niece who had gone through a horrible, I think, middle school experience. Had moved here and was kind of bullied and isolated, and I started crying when I was up there. And I, from doing dick jokes, all of a sudden, I was crying up at the podium. It took a turn that night as well. But no, great cause, great event. Iggy's a great American.
That's right.
And I will get right on this.
All right.
Doug, does that feel like a sincere?
What are the chances you're going to come through with this stick?
Well, I can't control that. All I can do is pass it along.
Martin will ask, and if Keith wants to get it done, he will. If he doesn't, I'll have words.
You'll have words
Then you'll be sideways with Big Walt.
No, I won't.
He'll pay the Strode price.
I won't. I don't know when they're all
Shamed.
I mean,
endlessly shamed.
I'm sure the Kachuk boys are back in Florida now, so I don't even know when the next time they'll be in St.
I
Louis.
hate to say it, but I think they're in town. I probably shouldn't say that out loud. No, I'm kidding.
Why don't you call now then?
Call right now.
Why don't you call Brody? You got his number.
Yeah.
Or
Again,
Brady.
You're gonna have
Brody, Zoe.
If you want
Chloe.
the right person to sign it, we'll start with.
how about a
getting the name.
Chantel sign hockey stick?
I'm still thinking of Tuesday's show, so I got Brody on the mind.
Brody's on your brain. Okay, well, I'm sorry, guys. I did not mean to interrupt.
No, we appreciate
I was
it.
talking to Chuck
Drive-by.
Marlowe for a little bit out there on
Have
the
a
way
seat.
out.
Feel free.
I think I'm good. But you guys are the best.
Thank you, Martin.
By the way, I finished my onboarding in one day.
Well, it's different strokes, different folks.
Yeah. Well, I'm hoping to stick around a little longer.
I shouldn't say one day. It took me 3 weeks to get it done in one day because I didn't know how to do it.
Always been a great employee.
See, Martin. There's Martin Kilcoyne here. He of the morning after on 101 ESPN.
Maybe Big Walt's listening.
Um.
I would bet $1 million on that.
Well, you never know.
I would bet $1 million he's not listening.
Yeah, I would too. And feel comfortable winning that bet.
Mm-hmm. Well, it is after the morning after here, 105.7 HD2. The 11 o'clock hour is sponsored by Longo Biggs, the text line, Lifetime Roofing text line, 314-252-0714. You can call in the Mark Hanna of Evergreen Wealth Strategies phone line, 636-900-4TMA. You can always get involved in that YouTube chat, which is brought to us by James Carlton State Farm. Speaking of which, my favorite part, no, not that one. There were a lot of people asking what the hat is, Iggy, today.
See, Doug? They're interested. I didn't bring it up, and they're
Lots of
interested.
people.
Can I
wondering about that
say
hat.
something? How emotionally attached do you feel to that hat? I just want to ask before I make my next
Not at
statement.
all.
Okay.
Because it's one of the ugliest.
It's
hats
one of the
I've
worst
Yeah.
hats I've ever seen in my life.
It's one that...
Let me guess. This is the one you're going to be giving away.
No, they get to pick which one they want.
What does that say up there?
It's Italia. I'm wearing it in honor of recovering alcoholic, Chris Pondoff, one of our sponsors, who was in
Pondoff's
Italy. He sent me some nice beach pictures today. He's enjoying a day on the beach before they get ready for dinner. And I said, watch it at 11 o'clock. you'll like the hat. Italia. Biff brought me this from Italy.
Okay. Well, now I feel bad.
Biff went to Italy and came back and he brought me a hat. Very nice of him. Ugliest MFer I've ever seen in my life.
It's a really...
It is hideous. I said I've got some hideous ones I'm going to wear.
Okay.
This is one of the 72. It's just I wouldn't wear it to a cockfight.
But I feel like this is one that you're going to give away.
No, don't you know the contest by now?
I do.
I said I will pick, what hat did I wear under 33?
Right.
Whoever wins can pick any of the 72 hats I wore.
Oh, you said pick the hat that you wore that day.
Well, that was my first one. Then I said, no, why? Because then
Now you've changed.
Because then I'll probably pick Italia. You can have that.
Right.
No, it's fair. They can pick whatever one of the 72 hats I wore. Maybe they want the Puma hat from yesterday. Very
Game
expensive
changer.
hat. Maybe they want I may wear the Iggy for Mayor hat in there. I may not because I don't want to give that away. It's a collector's item. There aren't any left.
It seems like it would be it seems very hot. Like on a hot day like today, that would not be. It's like denim. Is there a denim cap?
It's I don't know what it is. It's just awful.
But like
denim cap.
Like all the other hats, you have a small head, and you said your hats were size 3 1/4.
Yeah, and there's some kind of things on the inside of this brim that's like pinching my temples. I don't know what it is. But yeah, God love Biff for bringing me something back.
Yeah.
But you're in Italy. You could have brought me back pasta, coffee, wine. You bring the god-awful, hideous hat
How
I've ever
about
seen in my life.
nothing? Why did
I'd rather have nothing than this.
you ingrate?
Biff, if you're listening, call in.
Why did he owe
You can't
you
call me.
anything?
No, I'm kidding. I'm very thankful that he brought me something. It was very kind of him. I've just never worn it because it's hideous. But it's one of my 72, so I had to put it on.
Well, now Biff, unlike Big Walt, might be listening, and he might have his feelings hurt that you don't like the
I just
hat.
said I'm kidding. Call in, Biff. He did something else for me one day. He went on a cruise, and one of the stops was in Bermuda. He was going to a wedding, and one of the stops on the ship was in Bermuda for like 3 days. And I said, do me a favor. I said, just if you're out and about, go into Southampton, and you'll see the big pink hotel at the top of the hill. That's the Southampton Princess. At the end of that road, there's an apartment complex. If it's still there, can you take a picture of it? He sent it to me, and unbelievably, there's my apartment.
Why did you need the picture then?
I just want to see if it was still there, and I could see where I used to live.
Okay.
Because I have pictures from me from the patio, but I don't think I have any pictures of me taking a picture of my apartment. So he did, and he says, is this it? I go, my God, Waterville, that's it. It's still there. And the picture was pointed right at my patio. So I thought it was kind of cool that I got to see that. So we went and did that for me. So Biff's a great guy.
Okay. What'd you do with the picture?
I think I still have it on my phone.
Do you? Well, what people really wanted more pictures of you at Hedonism proper.
Well, I'm talking Bermuda, Doug. Hedonism is Jamaica.
That's right. But we want pictures of Jamaican exploits.
Well, maybe tomorrow
hedonism.
I'll have to go dig it out. There's a picture of me, and I'm covered up. The girls have covered up my junk.
Oh.
Naturally.
There's a picture of me on the beach with 6 of our beautiful girls from our beach loafers group. And they all reached over, and they all have their hands over my privates. So you can't see my privates. You can see I'm shaved. But you can't see my privates. But you can see all of the girls in all their glory. So maybe I'll bring that in tomorrow and show you.
Now, how much did you have to pay them to do this?
They wanted to take it. I didn't.
They didn't. Oh, you were just lying there. And the 6 beautiful girls wandered by. Iggy, we
They're in
must
my
have our
group.
picture with
They're
you while
part of
you're
our group.
nude.
They're part of my group. They're friends with them. They said, Iggy, let's get a picture. Because they know I'm one of the single guys down there and everybody else is couples. So they just wanted a picture with me, and maybe I'll bring that in for you tomorrow.
Well, there you go.
Okay.
Doug, the sponsor, of course, of the 11 o'clock hour is Longo Biggs Injury Law. Do you know anything about Longo Biggs?
Well, sure, and anyone should who might have a personal injury case. Longo Biggs would like to be your law firm of choice. Should you have a case, C.D. Longo and Doug Biggs, longtime listeners to this here program, longtime St. Louis's lifelong residents here, graduated from St. Louis U's Law School, then went to started the Longo Biggs Law Firm together. Not a big giant firm, more of a boutique firm. That means they can give you a more personalized service. Their firm specializes in a broad spectrum of personal injury cases. Whether you're dealing with the aftermath of a car or motorcycle accident, maybe you suffered a catastrophic injury, or you're facing the repercussions of medical malpractice, they're equipped to handle your case with the utmost care and expertise. Additionally, they provide robust legal support for issues related to wrongful deaths, dog bites, bicycle accidents, slip and falls, and more. From handling complex cases involving chemical exposures and product liability to advocating for victims of train accidents and premises liability. Their firm's comprehensive approach ensures that every client receives tailored and effective representation. So much so that you will get CD's and Doug's personal cell phone numbers. When you're a Longo Biggs client, they're going to give you their full attention until that case is completed. Justice built on trust, results driven by experience. The website is longobigs.com. The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely on advertisements.
And the sponsor of the text inbox here on After the Morning After is Lifetime Roofing. Here's Tim talking about Lifetime Roofing right now.
The sponsor of the text inbox on After the Morning After is Dustin McClendon and Lifetime Roofing, online at lifetimeroofingstl.com. Dustin and his team have been serving the St. Louis metropolitan area since 2005. Veteran-owned, locally owned, and they are a company that only works in the St. Louis metropolitan area. They're not storm chasing, they're not out-of-towners, they're certainly not corporate. Their focus is the St. Louis area community only. They're not a franchise, they're not PE-owned, they're locally owned, which means they're locally accountable to you. So if you are in the market for a new roof, or if you're dealing with some roof issues, check out lifetimeroofingstl.com or call 314-800-0426. There's 24/7 availability, and those phone lines get answered 24/7. Roofing damage doesn't wait, and neither does Lifetime Roofing. Online at lifetimeroofingstl.com.
Boom. Lifetime Roofing. STL.com. Ciao, Pale. Doug, there's an Italian guy in a Speedo down here that looked just like you. Huge bulge. That's from the recovering alcoholic.
He looks just like who? Me or Iggy?
I think you say it looks like you.
There's not many Italian guys that look just like me.
I wouldn't think
I'm
so.
one of the least looking Italian people you could imagine.
Would Doug have gotten blasted like this if he brought Iggy home the gallon jug of Coliseum dirt that he requested? That's from Shooter McGavin.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't need it because my sister brought me home a rock from the bottom of the Coliseum.
There's rocks down there now.
Yeah. Well, it falls apart every year. A little bit more and more falls apart. So there's rubble down there. And I just think to myself, this could be 2,000 years old, and maybe Spartacus stepped on this or maybe threw it at another gladiator when he was fighting.
Probably not. It probably was a rock that came off a shoe of one of the tourists.
No, it's a big pebble. It's about that big.
Yeah.
I mean, probably. But I just like to dream that it's something special.
Okay.
It was kind of hurting because you can get arrested for taking things from the Coliseum.
Well, of course you can.
So she just bent down, acted like she was tying her shoe, and grabbed a rock.
That place is like 2,000 years old.
Yeah. So I'm saying this rock could have been 2,000 years old. You don't know.
What kind of psychopath moves apartments and not only has amassed 72 hats, but 72 hats plus the hats that he's keeping? That's from the TMA remote lamp. Yeah, what's the total amount of hats do you think you have?
100.
100?
Just people give me hats. I go places, I get hats. I do shows, people give me hats.
What shows do you do?
Well, when I do I did the merchandise show for 5-6 years in Orlando with Jay and Jeff, and we'd have these sponsors from Titleist come on and TaylorMade and whatever, and they would just give us hats. A lot of clubs too, but they give us hats. I just when you've been in radio for 34 years, you accumulate things.
Well, sure you do.
And I've accumulated a lot of hats.
Anything else? Just hats or any other home furnishings?
I don't think I've ever gotten home furnishings from doing a radio show.
Yeah, strict laws and security protocols prohibit anyone from moving, taking, or handling archaeological debris from the Coliseum. Par for the course, you jamoke. That's from the Veiled Prophet.
Yeah,
If you're talking about my sister, please leave her out of this.
I would think they would
I didn't
look
take
down.
the rock. She did it for me.
So she could be facing criminal
She's not
charges.
going to get arrested for taking a little pebble. But you just cry. I didn't know there was a law about taking a rock. They're not going to. It's not like there's cops down there in the Coliseum walking around checking people's pockets for rocks.
I doubt it. There's probably security down there, though.
Now, if you happen to find Spartacus's body, which was never found, and you maybe come across a skull and you try to stick that in your purse, you may get in trouble.
You think there's a chance just now they're going to find this skull where the tourists walk around?
They're finding digs all the time, finding things that it didn't know existed. They think they found Cleopatra's tomb.
In the Colosseum?
No, in Egypt. Or maybe they already found that. I don't know.
Okay.
But they find stuff all the time. These guys that's what archaeologists do. They dig, and they come up with astronomical finds. Like, oh my God, we didn't know. And they dig it, and they find out it's like somebody from Christ's day, maybe one of the apostles. I don't know. They find different stuff every day. And Spartacus' body was never found.
No.
That's why
So any skull, we could say this could be Spartacus.
That's why.
Never mind the other thousands of people.
They would try to do DNA and reenact things where they
How
think
would they
he was
have his
killed.
DNA?
You can find bones and see how old it is, and
Well, you could carbon date to find out how old the bone is, but you wouldn't know it was his DNA.
Right, it'd be tough to assign.
no,
it.
but they would say, okay, well, we know that he got killed fighting at the base of Mount Vesuvius. They never found the body, and they dig around there, and they find something. Maybe they find a sword with him. Supposedly they buried him with a sword. If they find the sword there, they could say they could probably figure out if it was Spartacus or not.
A sword, much like the sword of Damocles.
Oh, that dangles over my head.
That does raise an interesting question. If you could have any historical artifact from across time, it's like, which one would you want? Some just like crazy like that.
God, that's a great question, actually.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Like what? Like
I'd probably want the crown.
Monty Python wanted the Holy Grail.
right. The Holy Grail is.
The Shroud of Turin.
Maybe
That'd be a pretty good one.
Yeah, well, like the Magna Carta, like the original Magna Carta.
Yeah.
the crown that Jesus was wearing when he got
Crown of Thorns.
nailed to the cross.
Yeah.
Okay, we've kind of exhausted
Or
that.
maybe the loincloth he was wearing.
Well, text in on the Lifetime Roofing text inbox if you have any historical artifacts that you wish to covet, that you wish to own, and we can grade it. Iggy is our historical analyst, and he can grade your choice. And I think that's a good little segment.
You think they keep everything like Jackie O, the pink dress she was wearing with blood all over it that day? Do you think that's still around somewhere?
God.
Probably became police evidence immediately following that, if I had to guess.
Yeah, but I would think even cops back then, they know this got to be worth something. They maybe take it and put it somewhere.
Be
I mean-
kind of a grisly thing to try to
even back-
profit off of.
Even back in, the 20s and 30s when Bonnie and Clyde were in power, and they were...
They weren't in power. They were robbing
No,
people.
they
banks.
They were Congress people.
but
They weren't.
their car was shot up with like 9,000 bullets. You would think back then people aren't thinking this could be worth something one day, so they may just throw it in the junk. That car is still around. It's in Vegas somewhere in a showroom.
Do you think it's the actual car?
Yeah, it is. You can go up and see the bullet holes.
Yeah,
in it.
Prim, Nevada. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
So some of those things are around, but I don't know. You just think this has got to be worth something someday, so I'm just going to take it from evidence. And because after a period of time, they just burn all that stuff. Like I'm sure all of the evidence from the O.J. trial is burned, but that would be to have that bloody glove, things like that.
Well, why would they burn it?
Well, they get rid of it. What are you just going to throw it in a dumpster?
I don't know what they do.
I think
don't know.
I think they
I'd be
burn it.
surprised if they went to the trouble to burn it.
Well, they're just going to throw it in a dumpster.
Someone says,
I imagine they save it in case something comes up years from now.
Well, O.J.'s dead, so and they've already found him not guilty, so I don't know what else they could do.
I want the ticket stub from the Cure concert that Iggy, quote-unquote, attended in Chicago. It's from the 636.
Well, considering I didn't get a ticket stub, it's on my phone, and that has since disappeared with all the other concerts I go to that are on my phone.
What was the last concert you went to?
Probably Green Day.
When was that?
I don't think I've been to one since then. No, because when I got let go at Harvard, I had no access to tickets. God forbid I'm going to buy them.
I was going to say, Ticketmaster still works. I didn't want to, beat a dead horse there. Iggy, if I brought you back a rock from the Lake of the Ozark, would you add that to your rock collection? It's from Tashara Jones Snowplow.
No, I don't have a rock collection. I have one rock.
Doug, whether you want a rock collection?
No.
One rock.
They did, was it, who was the actor? You probably interviewed him once, Higgs. Or no, weren't you at this guy's bachelor party? Not Sean,
Chris Penn.
Chris Penn, but who is, but it's not Chris Penn. He looks like Chris Penn. Why can't I think of his damn name?
Oh, at his bachelor party, Chris
No.
Penn. He's...
Yeah, please, tell that story while I look up.
Adrian's Med?
Not Adrian's Med. But why were you at Chris Penn's bachelor party again?
I think he was. I can't remember the story if he was marrying Ty Babylonia or if
And that was your
they were
girlfriend.
friends. Well, it was at one time, just a long distance thing. But she said, "You want to go to Chris's bachelor party?" I said, "I don't know any of these people." I said, "I'll get you in." I mean, she's the one that got me to meet Stevie Nicks. So I just went.
The person I'm thinking of is Tom Sizemore in Saving Private Ryan. He's the character who's always taking the dirt.
Yeah.
You can see in his rucksack that he has dirt from like North Africa. He's got dirt from.
I don't believe I ever interviewed
Europe.
him. I wish I would have. I liked him as an actor.
Yeah, I was gonna say he seems like someone who would have been live for a straight to the web interview.
I'd have loved it. I don't think I ever interviewed him.
Him and then Danny Trejo seems like.
Yeah, I would. I actually reached out to his people one
Really?
time to see if I, because he's everything he's in. I love him.
Sure, he's awesome. Machete.
I mean, he can play badass characters. He can play, funny characters. No, I'd love to.
You want to take a guess on his age, on Danny Trejo's age?
I would say Danny Trejo was 76.
I would say 77.
Danny Trejo is 82 years old. Wow. That's surprising to me.
Well, he looks about 100.
I don't know. He kind of looked the same for years.
Yeah, it's true. He has looked 100 when he was 40, probably.
Hey, Mrs. Kennedy, I know your husband was just murdered, but would you mind taking your dress off for me so I can keep it? That's from Jobu's Rum.
Well, she took it somewhere. Now, whether she threw it away, I don't know.
What do you think they did with Abe Lincoln's hat that he would have been wearing?
I think that's probably in a museum somewhere.
It's always crazy to me that Abe Lincoln was shot in the head pretty much from point blank range, and he didn't die until the next morning. Those old
Probably
Dillinger
very
bullets,
low
right?
Caliber bullet.
Yeah, it was like those ball
hitting a
bullets.
BB or
Yeah.
something.
Well, it's the hat that got him killed.
No, he probably wasn't wearing the hat since he
I
was
doubt it.
indoors.
I doubt it.
It was bad form back in the day.
Right.
Back in the not too distant future or past, people didn't wear hats inside
I don't know.
restaurants.
That was his trademark. He probably got the guy behind him, got pissed off. He couldn't see the show and just shot him.
Well, he was in a private little.
I bet the hat was probably in his lap or on the ground
Yeah.
or a table. Or
You've been to Ford's Theater, right?
Yeah.
Me too. Eerie, very
Yeah,
eerie.
it
Like
is.
it still feels like something's off in there.
Mm-hmm.
Really kind of creepy, but very cool to see. That whole DC area, if you're walking through there, you can see some really cool stuff just in
Oh,
like
yeah.
a 2-3 mile radius.
They got the chair still there where he sat. and
That's
all that.
the booth is. They say that they haven't really renovated it since it's kind of always been the same. I went there 20 years ago. So
Yeah, I was there even longer than that. I don't know if they don't still use the theater.
No, it's completely just a historical site now. But interesting, if nothing else.
Yeah, it would be eerie if you get up there and you see the little area he was in and the seat he was sitting in when he got shot. That'd be kind of
they have
eerie, but historic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like that kind of stuff. That's why I wanted the Rock. I can just pretend it's 2,000 years old.
Get my boy a rock. You can get yourself a nice vehicle or get your vehicle serviced over at Munganast, St. Louis Acura, Munganast, Burkhardt, Alton Toyota, the title sponsor of this show. Here's Tim talking about Munganast right now.
Well, if you are on board with After the Morning After, the sponsors are critical to the show's existence. It always is that case, but it's even more so with After the Morning After, which is presented to you by Munganast, St. Louis Acura, and Munganast, Burkhardt, Alton Toyota. You want to go straight to the muckety bucks. You want to talk to the people in charge, the ones who can help you out with a new vehicle, the ones who can help you out with a pre-owned vehicle, or getting your car serviced, which I just did last week at Munganast St. Louis Acura. Here is the number, 314-287-3002. That's 314-287-3002. That's Jamie Burkhardt. That's Peter Munganast. That's Ryan Seiberg in the service department. Those are the people who make this program possible. Support the sponsors. So, if you're looking for a new car, a pre-owned car, or just to get your car serviced, please make sure you're working with Munganast St. Louis Acura and Munganast, Burkhardt, Alton Toyota. The number to the Muckety Mucks, 314-287-3002. That's 314-287-3002. Or go online at stlouisacura.com or altontoyota.com.
It's Munganast, St. Louis Acura, Munganast, Burkhardt, Alton Toyota.
You're talking about your rocks. I was looking to see how old are rocks. This little article says most rocks are about 2 to 3 billion years old.
2 to 3 billion?
Yeah, but the
Jesus.
Colosseum wasn't built 2-3 billion years ago.
You sure about that?
But they still used rocks to build it.
Yeah, but it's not 2
They
or
made
3
limestone.
Well, I guess those rocks could be old, but
Yeah, they took something to build a thing.
well, then I'm way off. I said it's 2,000 years old. It's probably 2 billion years old. Maybe a dinosaur chewed it up and spit it out.
The oldest rock was a crystal found in Australia, 4.4 billion years old.
Jesus. Someone talking about the historical artifact that might won. I've got used toilet paper from the bathroom floor at Busch during the 2011 World Series. That's from Doug's Oil Boy.
That's a nice little keepsake.
I would think so.
Great. Speaking of it, items, I don't know if he wants me to. He didn't even know I'm going to say this, so I'm not going to use his last name. But Brad DM'd me a couple weeks ago and told me he had a.
Who is this Brad? Why is he
I'm
chirping?
going to tell you here in a minute. And to tell you that people are nice. I don't have to ask for everything that I get for Gobblewell. People reach out to me. And he said he had a signed, autographed Taylor Swift CD from, God, what was the CD? Something Showgirl?
Life of a Showgirl.
Life of a Showgirl. And it's sealed still in the wrapping. And, he bought it from her website. And it says in the right-hand corner, signed photo inside. And she did sign all these photos and put them in the CDs. Some are more expensive because I think some she signed with a bigger signature. Some she put a heart on. So you don't know what it is until you open it. So I don't know what it will go for. I'm going to put it on the auction. So I don't know what it would go for. Because I think just the regular signature is like $125.
Well, why don't you go on eBay and see what similar things are being
I did. That's what I
at.
found out. If you got the one with the heart, it's going for like $400 or $500. So I'm just going to put it on the auction and say opening bid $50. There's an autograph in there, but it could be worth more if it's bigger. It could be worth more if there's a heart in it. I don't know. You don't know till you open it. But
okay.
So thank you to Brad for donating. I got it yesterday in the mail, and it's
Hell yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Speaking of Taylor Swift, the highly anticipated wedding celebration for Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce is expected to take place at Madison Square Garden this week. The source described plans for 2 events at the iconic arena in Midtown. First event described as a rehearsal scheduled for 6 p.m. Thursday. Doug, if you can make it over there by 6 p.m. on Thursday.
I can't. I'm
right there
sorry.
by Penn Station. Expected about 100 guests, and then a larger wedding celebration planned for Friday, and then that will continue, they say, through 4 a.m. on Saturday. About 1,000 guests are expected to attend.
That's all? So why Madison Square Garden? If
I don't get it. It's so
1,000
odd to me
guests.
that, and maybe this is like lame to even care about this at all, but it does interest me. Having a wedding at MSG seems really weird.
Yeah, I would have thought if you're going to make a huge production out of it, like a royal wedding in England or something, maybe you'd use Madison Square Garden and have 10, 15,000 people in there and really do it up huge. But if you're not doing that, what's the point of having that venue?
Yeah, it's odd to me because you would think for her, she would want it like outdoors in California with the ocean and
Right.
her
Somewhere
friends
very
there.
private.
You know, but to have it in Madison, I mean, just to go in there. I mean, inside will be private, but you just all got to go through the gate. You know how many people are going to be out there taking
Oh, my
pictures
God.
on the way in?
It's going to be crazy.
You could have it at a private estate where nobody's getting close. But
She will not be the first star to tie the knot there. Funk legend Sly Stone wed actress Kathy Silva at the Garden in 1974. And in 1980, a mass wedding of 4,000 parishioners of the Korean Unification Church took place at that venue. So this wouldn't be the first wedding.
Yeah.
But they did, they requested a permit by an event company that is known to plan weddings. Multiple city and law enforcement sources previously said the permit would allow streets around Madison Square Garden to close from Thursday to Saturday for a planned event. So they're going to be closing some of the area off, maybe to keep some of the riffraff away from.
Well, there's a lot of riffraff.
Certainly.
Maybe that's why they're doing it there, because they can secure the.
Yeah, it could be like a totally secure situation where they have world-class security there.
But it seems like if you just kind of kept it quiet, you don't tell anyone where you're going to do it.
I don't think that they like went around. I think these are sources I was reading that from CNN, so like they're just telling sources there. I don't know how much they're but when this originally came out that this was like where they were thinking about having the wedding, I was like, really? MSG? I would have thought somewhere incredible, like at their own island or something, or unless they can afford it.
She doesn't seem to shun the spotlight like a lot of other superstars do.
No, I think that's part of like
her charm, I guess,
right?
maybe.
Is that she is comfortable being the biggest star in the
I
world.
just think it just sounds like a drab place to have a wedding.
Well, I bet they're going
basketball
to do it
court?
up. I bet they're going to do it up real nice.
Well, they will, but still, it's indoors at a big arena. It's just.
Probably the basketball court probably won't be down.
I imagine it'll be covered up.
But I'm saying that's where they'll have it on the floor.
You would think. I don't know. Once we see it, I'm sure we'll say, "Oh, okay, I get it now."
I'm surprised they're getting married. I really thought that would end before they got married.
Really, you shored that relationship?
I did. Well, when is the last time she had one that lasted?
Well, you could probably say that about anyone of that age who hadn't been married yet. How old is Taylor Swift now?
I think she was born in 1989, hence the name of the album, 1989.
Yeah.
So that would make her
36.
36, yeah.
And he's
So
about,
anyone
he's about-
36
he's
is
about
probably...
the same age as
They
him.
are the same age, yeah.
Yeah. So she's probably... Most people by age 36 have had several
Yeah,
partners or...
right.
I know, but
And
her-
she's not,
girlfriends,
she's kind of lives a different life than you and I.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it just seems to me where she had so many boyfriends and wrote songs about how bad they were. It's like nobody wants to date this girl or marry her because all she's going to do is write music about you when you dump her.
Maybe it was the same guy she kept writing about.
No, she dated about 20 different guys. And every time they broke up, she wrote a song about how bad they were.
Come on, Pale. Who cares about these two? It's from the 830 Recreator. Oh, I just thought it was I think it's interesting getting married at MSG.
I think it was a good tie-in. I brought up
Thank
the
you.
Taylor Swift CD, and
Thank you, Iggy.
Jackson brought up the wedding.
Right. Thank you. But never doubt myself.
I mean, I like Taylor. I don't listen to her music, but I like her. I think she seems like a nice person. She actually did a couple things for the foundation in the past, signed an autograph for someone, and actually got one of our girls who did some spokesperson for us, talking about her story being bullied, started playing the guitar because of Taylor Swift, and Taylor invited her backstage to meet her after a concert.
And there are stories how she's paid some of the
Oh, yeah.
roadies
yeah,
$100,000
truck
or something.
drivers, yeah. Taking a rock or a brick from the Colosseum is classified as theft of cultural property and damaging Italy's historical heritage. Penalties for this offense range from 2 to 6 years in prison, and massive fines ranging from 927 to 15,000 euros.
Does that explain why you're in jail now?
I didn't take the rock.
But you're in possession of
I mean,
it.
you don't have to keep telling me what it is. It was happened 2 years. Well, that was last year she went there.
You are in possession of stolen archaeological property.
If you're listening, Italy, come get me.
Not with that hat on.
Yeah.
We're going to distance themselves from that
You know where I live. Just come down the hill and look for a hole in the screen and just... Actually, you don't even have to, because the rock is right next to that bookshelf I was talking about yesterday that I had.
where your phone was sitting on a bookshelf, and then one false move and it fell onto the street.
The rock
That's
is
close quarters living.
the rock is on top of the bookshelf. It's just a small little, probably the size, a little bit bigger than a quarter.
But you're in the Italian area of the hill, and one of those people is going to come and get that rock.
Well, have at it. Just put a ladder up to my window. There's a hole in it. All you got to do is put your head through the hole, look to the left. You'll see the rock. Take it.
Someone's going up with a ladder, sticking there.
And while you're at it, you can have the rock. Just fix the hole when you on your way out.
But you don't leave the window open when you leave, do you?
No.
That would be bad. That would be bad form.
No, I do open it every once in a while in the day. Just let some air in there.
Fresh air, Doug.
I mean, even if it's hot.
How
it's
fresh is it
air.
if you're 3 feet off the street, cars roaring by?
I get breeze through there. It's just a little, and the smell on the hill is tremendous with the bakeries, like
Sure.
4 of them around within 2 blocks of me. I mean, the bakery and the food just wafts through a hill. So I get some of that just blow into the apartment. So
I think we have a caller. I think this is Jake Reynolds on the phone lines, brought to us by Mark Hanna of Evergreen Wealth Strategies. Before we go to him, I do want Tim to tell us about our friend Mark Hanna of Evergreen Wealth Strategies.
Mark Hanna of Evergreen Wealth Strategies, 314-889-0503, or go online at evergreen-ws.com. That's Mark Hanna with Evergreen Wealth Strategies. Having a financial advisor is important no matter what stage you are in your life. Whether you're in your 20s and just starting out, you understand the importance of budgeting. That doesn't mean you can't have fun. You just get in the habit of saving, learning about the magic that is compound interest, and starting early and what that time does for you. In your 30s and 40s, you're having family, you're taking care of kids, you want to set up a 529 for your kids' education program, and then as you get closer to retirement, understanding what your needs are and how close you are to retirement. Mark can help you with whatever stage you're in, and I advocate for talking with Mark Hanna because somehow he makes you feel better about not just your situation, but the world in general. He just has an ability to listen and guide you. 314-889-0503, or go online at evergreen-ws.com.
All right. I believe Jake Reynolds is on the Mark Hanna of Evergreen Wealth Strategies phone lines. Good morning.
Hey, what's up, boys? How y'all doing?
Oh, we're fine. You?
I'm doing all right. Speaking of Mark Hanna, I had a call placed in to talk to him, and one Greg Vaughn called me on Monday.
Nice.
Oh, is that right?
Nice.
How'd that go? All right.
Well, I missed it because my aunt died over the weekend, so I had to go back home.
Oh, no.
My condolences.
And so, thank you. So I didn't really. I missed his call, and I texted him. I was like, "Hey, I'm kind of busy. I'll call you back later." But I guess since you're going to the Hamptons with him next week, I'll have to call him in a couple weeks.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea. He'll be
I
up
do
there.
plan on it.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Nice.
All right, great.
Supporting the sponsors.
That's wonderful.
That's right. And James Carlton. That's my guy. That guy's awesome.
Yeah.
I love that guy. His
Finest
whole
in the
office.
field of insurance.
Yeah, he's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
They're great people. So I was kind of listening on and off, but you guys talked about Ford's Theater a little bit. So actually, they still do put on plays at Ford's
Oh,
Theater.
really?
Yep. It's still working theater. But the reason why I called, and Jackie, this is mostly for you because you're the only one that's going to care, and you're not going to care that as much as me. But today is the 163rd anniversary of the Battle of Gettysburg.
Oh, nice.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah. Yeah, so I thought we was going to do a movie boy about that.
Oh, that still could be on the table. Doesn't have to be right on the date. Timeliness is important, but isn't 100% necessary.
Have you been to Gettysburg?
I have. I went a couple years ago. I was only there for like 5 hours, unfortunately, because we were passing through, and it was just me and my wife and two old people, so they didn't really care. But I loved it. I mean, I thoroughly loved it, and we're going back in October to spend a few more days there.
Oh, are you really? Where is that? Is that close to Philadelphia, or is that outside Philadelphia, or where is it?
No, it's like in the middle of the state, down towards the bottom of the state. It's not really near much of anything.
Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of in the middle of nowhere, but it's really cool. It's a neat little old town, like downtown. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I'd like to see
Sounds
that.
like-
I'd like to see that too.
Yeah, it'd be something you would like. A lot of old people walking around.
Okay, knock it off with that. Stop your
What?
chirping.
I wasn't. I was just stating a fact.
All right.
But
Okay.
anyway, I have nothing else to offer as I normally don't. But it's always good to hear your boys and Iggy. It's good to hear you. And
Good talking
I
to you,
was not, by the way, just stalking you. I just happened to be there just for all the listeners and texters. So.
All right. Well, thank you, Jack. We appreciate the call and the
feel free to
information.
stalk him.
Yeah, and feel free to stop by or stalk by. Take it easy, Jack.
I might do that. See you, boys.
All right, we'll see you.
You know where I live, buddy. You can come out whenever you want.
Okay, that's enough. That's from the bastard James Hahn. Hard pass on Jake. It's from MD 2020. KG in O-Town
It's very pleasant.
texting in. So if I drive there right now, your window is closed, Iggy? That's from KG in O-Town.
Yep. Go ahead. Waste your time.
Is this the screen or the window behind it?
Well, the screen has got a big hole in it.
Right.
The window's closed.
Okay.
I got panes of glass in the window.
Right.
Those aren't broke.
Broken.
What was Gettysburg? 63?
Gettysburg.
64?
64 what? 18?
1863, 64?
63, I think.
Battle of Gettysburg, Iggy, is in 1863, July 1st through the 3rd. A decisive Union victory in Pennsylvania that turned the tide of the American Civil War.
Let's go, Lee.
51,000 casualties.
Yeah, that was for, and it only lasted 3 days.
That's almost Vietnam War.
Right.
About the same.
And that's not even the bloodiest battle of the Civil War, right? Antietam would have been that?
And that was just like almost hand to hand. You're like close range shooting and sticking them with your bayonets and just, you didn't have the like missiles from 200 yards away. It's just
50,000.
face to face.
About 600,000 died in the
Yeah.
Civil War.
Yeah.
Soldiers.
Antietam was the bloodiest single day in American military history. Approximately 22,726 total dead in one day. Jesus.
And you think of all those people, of the 620,000 or whatever it was, passed away in the Civil War, and then the 100,000 or so in World War I, and the 500,000 in World War II. You know, you're getting upwards of a little over 1 million, and all those people were, not all, almost all were in their early 20s,
Yeah, right.
30s, hadn't had kids yet. Imagine how much bigger the country would be.
Right.
If
Yeah.
you multiply, if each
3
one of
kids.
those soldiers had had 2 or 3 kids, and
Yep.
then they would have had 2 or 3 kids,
Right.
you know, our country would be
Right.
who knows how much bigger.
And then you take that with the world in terms of, like, you know, we just mentioned American casualties, but in World War II alone, you're looking at God knows how many
Russia
millions.
lost I think 20 million. Yeah.
What was Vietnam? That'd be a couple 100,000, wouldn't it?
No, 50,000 Americans.
How many Vietnamese?
I don't know, but a whole lot more than that.
Right.
A whole lot more than that.
How many people died in Vietnam?
I think it's like 51,000 or something.
1.3 to 3.8 million total military and civilian deaths across all sides and regions involved. Of North Vietnamese and Viet Cong, about 1.1 million.
I think World War II is about 80 million, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, all encompassing. Yeah.
Yeah.
And those are a lot of 18 to 21, 22-year-olds.
For sure.
Yeah, almost all of them.
Yeah, in Vietnam, especially.
Oh, yeah. World War II, maybe not so much. With
Yeah, 'cause you still had the draft.
bombing and
So most of those guys in there were drafted.
Yeah.
You know, you weren't drafting 40-year-old men in there.
Right. Although Tom Hanks was pretty old in
Saving Private Ryan.
Saving Private Ryan. He was a teacher, Doug.
Well, he was a captain.
Well, the guys running around there during the actual war weren't 40-something for the most part. I'm sure there was some high-ranking officials that might have been, but
Iggy, it's PAFO Day, right? Today's the day where you review the PAFO podcast for PAFO Plus.
Yeah, I watched it this morning, so as my notes are done, all I got to do is go home and tape it. Doug and I are doing our draft, fantasy draft today because I was taping Kenny Loggins yesterday. And I wasn't sure how Zoom works when you don't have professional. You just do the freebie, so they give you 40 minutes. Mm-hmm. So I don't know if I could have got done with Kenny, clicked off, and sent another link and got another 40 minutes.
It should be each individual.
40 minutes a day?
No, it's probably each individual Zoom.
How was he? Pretty good?
Oh, yeah. We just talked about his career, coming to St. Louis, albums, Long as a Messina, why he's not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Why wouldn't he be?
I have no clue.
And that will be on Iggy Uncut, but PAFO Plus will be on the Pondoffs Anonymous Network. Here's Tim talking about Pondoffs Anonymous right now.
Pondoffs Anonymous digital podcast and media network needs the TMA audience's help driving up subscribers. We all serve the same social media algorithms, so here we are, shamelessly asking for support. And it's not necessarily a money play, as the subscriber numbers we're asking for won't translate into real dollars. The simple truth is the more subscribers, the better the chance people hear about the network, which translates into people knowing help, healing, and transformation is out there. That's how it works. Please go to YouTube and wherever you get your podcasts, search Pondoffs Anonymous and hit subscribe, and search for Pondoffs Anonymous in your app store. Or you can contact Chris Pondoff directly by email at cpondoff@pondoffsanonymous.com for help. That's CPONDOFF at pondoffsanonymous.com for help.
There you go, Pondoffs Anonymous, where PAFO Plus lives.
PAFO is up now. PAFO Plus will be up tomorrow. I almost sat down today and did it this morning, but I said, I don't feel like it. I'll do it. I'll do it when I get home. I was going to knock it out this morning. That usually takes me 12, 13 minutes to get through all the topics. And I said, I don't feel like doing it now. I'll do it when I get home.
Yeah.
Sorry, KG. And if you're going to my house, stop by Adriana's, pick up a sandwich, and throw it in my mailbox.
You didn't even ask him. You just told him to do that.
I said, if you're going by my house.
But then you said that's something he should do.
I didn't say he should do it.
You said, do you think you could possibly do this for me, please?
I'm kidding. First of all, he doesn't have the code to get in the door, and there's no way a sandwich is going to fit into my mailbox. So I was being facetious.
Well, then you got a small mailbox, because most sandwiches would fit into a mailbox.
No, you put a letter, and mine is sticking out the top. Nothing is normal around there.
Oh.
But I love living there.
It sounds great.
Oh, it is. You have to admit, Viva la Strode! You have to remember this apartment is like 100 years old. So it's very quaint and it's very charming.
It is.
The building is very charming. The area is charming. My apartment is charming.
The area is world class.
Everything is great.
When I lived on the hill, I would just walk around basically the whole area. It was like a giant park to me.
Really?
Yeah, and they have literal parks there. Barra Park, a couple others.
Yeah, Barra Park, and I always go down to the piazza with my coffee and sit there at the fountain.
engagement hotbed. That's where people pop the question a lot, right there at that piazza, right in front of St. Ambrose.
Yeah, there were some people taking pictures the other day. I don't know why. There's like 3 kids, I would say probably 19, 20. And they weren't like dressed up. The girls had dresses on. The guy had a pair of shorts on and a jacket.
Boy shorts?
Not just regular shorts.
Okay.
And they're like standing in front of, the building next to us. It's Julie Abner's design business. I'll give Julie a little plug there.
Doug, you know Julia.
Yeah.
No, the building next to us here? Or?
No, and we're talking about the hill. Why would I say here?
I don't know. You said the building next to us.
Doug, get your head out
No,
of
it's
your
talking
ass.
about us, me and Jackson.
So the building next to your apartment.
Julie Abner. She does design work. Very good at it. So if you're looking to design your house and
Designing
call
houses?
no, inside,
Lots of Yola.
interior.
Oh.
I don't know her number.
It might not,
Oh, I didn't need her
might not
number.
even be her name.
No, it is Julie Abner. But God, excuse me.
This is a meaty chuff.
Oh God,
Save the big chunks for soup.
what was I talking about?
Julia, so you were doing some
You're
Yola.
at the piazza.
Oh, but these 3 people were out there, like they're taking like 100 pictures, and I was sitting outside for like 45 minutes because it was fairly nice. It wasn't that hot out at one point last week. So I'm just sitting there and I'm just watching them take all these pictures,
Yeah.
and they're doing it in front of Julie's place.
Why?
And I'm like, it's not like that's a landmark.
No.
And I actually just said something. Hey, I said, if you guys really want a nice spot, right down the street, go past Milo's. There's a fountain over there. And they did. They went over there and came back about a half hour later and said, thank you so much for that. It's such a great area to take pictures. I go, yeah, I don't know why you were taking
You're
them
the
right on
hero
corner.
again.
Well, I don't know why they were.
Hero again.
I don't know why they were taking them right on the corner. So they thanked me for.
Yeah.
There's so many people that come down there don't know where they're going.
And they stop by your
So you're kind of like the greeter.
Sometimes they come by and I'll be outside. They're looking at the map on the Hill Association building. Where's Joyous? I said, just go down the street until it ends. You'll see it.
Everything you want to go to is about a 6-block radius. So
Yeah, but there's
Doesn't
some.
everybody have Google Maps and Yahoo Maps?
Yeah, I'm sure they got it on there. But then I see them out there all the time. One lady's pointing this way, the other guy's pointing that way. Let's go this way. And I guess, just because I live there and I know where things are. But if I went down to the Central West End, I was just parked my car and walked around. I wouldn't know where I was going either.
No.
hey guys, I'm going to do this free plug. And other than clearing my throat as I butcher her name and misremember what she actually does, but please send her your business. That's from Shooter McGavin.
Well, I didn't butcher her name. Her name is Julie Abner.
I did look it up. You nailed it. Jake and Kirkwood says that Chairman Kirk could just throw the sandwich through your open window.
But it's not open.
Jake and Kirkwood. Yahoo Maps, Doug, you are old AF. That's from TMA Reddit Insider.
I use that all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I do. I just go to, if I'm going somewhere, I just go to my microphone and I say driving directions to, and it pops up.
Right. Like I can get most places in town. Basically, if you give me like an area, I can get pretty close. But sometimes it's good to use those in case there's like construction going on the highway or a major accident that goes on, because then you can get stuck behind it on your normal route that you would never think.
Right.
As many times as I've been to my brother and sister-in-law's house, I need directions to get there.
Where do they live?
I live in O'Fallon, but there's like 6 different streets.
Mo Fallon or Il Fallon?
Missouri.
Okay.
You're unfamiliar with the state?
I was going to
Or
say,
how to
I was
pronounce
going
it.
to say Mo, then just
Missouri, yeah. John Mozeliak.
Missouri. Yeah, but you get off of 70. I think you take K. You go to the outer road, and then you have like 8 different streets you got to turn on.
Yeah.
And I never remember to go left, right. I don't remember the names of the streets.
Oh, well.
Now, if I go to my niece Jessica's house, don't need directions. I know it's just 3 turns.
Yeah, your erstwhile laundromat.
But I have to, not anymore.
Yeah.
But I have to, whenever I'm going to my brother's house, I have to text, because he never texts back, so I have to text my sister-in-law.
Him and Kachuk.
And I said, what's your address again?
Well, I'm not surprised you can't remember the address. You could barely remember the state.
I said Missouri.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, listen, if it's hotter than hell outside, I mean, boy howdy, if your AC is not working today,
You're in big trouble.
big trouble, then you need to call Seth Goldcamp and Design Air. Here's Tim telling you exactly what to do if you're having any HVAC issues.
Design Air Heating and Cooling is online at designairservice.com, the longest running sponsor on TMA and the Tim McKernan Show podcast, and After the Morning After. That's Seth Goldcamp and his team. And Doug and I are both very happy clients of Design Air Heating and Cooling. Online at designairservice.com, sponsor of the email of the day on TMA and sponsor here on After the Morning After. Design Air Heating and Cooling advocates for setting up with their service plan. And what that service plan does is you sign up for it now, and when the weather warms up, they come out and test your air conditioning to make sure it is ready for the St. Louis summer. And then months later, when the weather cools down for the fall and the winter, they come out and test your furnace for those cold weather months. It's designairservice.com, the longest running TMA sponsor, online at designairservice.com.
Design Air Heating and Cooling.
Yeah, if it isn't working today, good luck.
Yeah. I mean, Monday when we were playing golf out there, the sweat that was coming off me, Doug.
Oh, I can imagine.
Doug called it after 7 holes, and when we were in that parking lot, I was like, damn. I was just thinking about like a cold shower and a nap. Felt like it'd be great, but I powered through, Iggs.
And you guys teed off at high noon.
Yeah, it was. But honestly, there was a little breeze coming in, and it wasn't as bad. Like, to me, Sunday was the worst day. I stepped outside Sunday around noon, and I was like, oh my God, it is horrid how hot it is.
I've really grown
wet.
into the 9-hole period of my life,
Yeah.
where 9 holes of golf is plenty.
Yeah.
And 18 gets to be a real chore.
You've always said that like 12 to 14 holes might be the
feels
sweet
about
spot.
right. Yeah, yeah.
On some days, I'm with you. Other days, I wish I could play 36.
I'm into the putting era of my career. Just
You don't even want to play 9.
somebody wants me to play golf in a scramble. I say, I'll putt.
How about a par 3 course?
I don't want to hit a ball. I can't see it.
You
Can't see where you hit it?
I can't see the ball. My cataract is bad. In order for me, I mean, I can drive, I can see to
So
watch
why don't
TV.
you get it removed?
Well, I got to find somebody to do it.
Well, there's doctors out there. They would do it.
I think he's saying on the cheap.
I'm trying to find a trade deal. Well,
What about Biondo? Is he not a surgeon?
I got to text him and see.
Biondo, please
I've
remove
got-
the cataract.
I've got,
That could be his new tagline. Text him and see.
I mean, when I left Hubbard, which had great health insurance, and I kept it until the end of the year, and then I had to get my own. And
Medicare
I
now.
just got crap insurance, which don't cover.
Isn't it Medicare?
Don't.
I don't have Medicare yet.
Why don't you have Medicare?
I tried to do it, and they kept sending me back to the beginning of the thing.
I beg your pardon? The beginning of the thing.
I was online trying to register, and it says, "Okay, what are you signing up for?" I told them, I said, "How old are you?" 68. Okay. What kind of Medicare are you looking for? And I just typed something. It goes, "Okay." Then they take me back to the beginning and ask me the same questions. I go, so I couldn't figure. I got flustered, so I didn't do it.
He's heating up.
But I do have a lady somebody turned me on to help with her health insurance and Medicare. So I'm going to call her and see if she can set it all up for me. But the health insurance I have doesn't cover eye. It won't cover it. And it's like, I think it's anywhere from $7,000 to $8,000 to get a cataract surgery, which takes like 20 minutes.
I believe the original audio bake sale text came from Arbor Day saying, how many more of these audio bake sales do you have to do until Iggy can get that cataract lopped off?
Lopped off. No, it's not even. It's not even lopped off. It's just like a film on your eye.
So that's just one eye or both eyes have it?
Well, my left eye is the one that bothers me.
Okay.
But I mean, if I get it done, I have both done.
Just give Doug a scalpel and let him hack
get in there,
at. Worst case, you lose the eye. I mean, what's the big deal? You can be like Aemon Targaryen.
You
with
can't
one
see
eye.
the golf ball anyway.
Well, I have to. It's in my left eye, so in order for me to like look at the ball, I got to shut my left eye. But then it's hard to look down at the ball.
It's like Popeye.
Yeah. So if I use both of my eyes, and it's kind of blurry, but if I close my left eye, I can see it. But I got to try and maneuver my one eye over the ball. And I hit 2 shots at last year's Dotem, and I topped them both. I said, "Oh my! I've never topped a golf ball in my life."
Never topped.
Not one time. did you ever
Oh,
top
I've hit
a
some
golf
crap
ball.
shots in my life. I never topped a golf ball and
Your miss
damn
is a
near
chop.
missed it.
Yeah.
And it's like, this is brutal.
Well,
what the hell? I almost missed it.
If you're missing the mark with your car insurance, let me tell you about a guy named James Carlton. Matter of fact, I'll have Tim tell you about James Carlton.
James Carlton of the Carlton State Farm Insurance Agency is a longtime sponsor, and I am a longtime client of James Carlton and his staff in Webster Groves. The number to get on board is 314-961-4800. That's 314-961-4800, or you can go online at carltoninsurance.com. TMASTL.net to sign up and start experiencing the savings that so many people have in the TMA audience and also here in the Hubbard Radio building. That includes me, that includes Jackson, that includes Jamie Rivers, that includes BK and Ferrario. And he is saving people a lot of money with automotive insurance. And then once you make the switch, you experience the incredible customer service as well. 314-961-4800 or go online at carltoninsurance.net. If your insurance costs a leg and an arm, call James Carlton, State Farm.
And the sponsor of our text inbox here on After the Morning After is Lifetime Roofing.
The sponsor of the text inbox on After the Morning After is Dustin McClendon and Lifetime Roofing, online at lifetimeroofingstl.com. Dustin and his team have been serving the St. Louis metropolitan area since 2005. Veteran-owned, locally owned, and they are a company that only works in the St. Louis metropolitan area. They're not storm chasing, they're not out-of-towners, they're certainly not corporate. Their focus is the St. Louis area community only. They're not a franchise, they're not PE-owned, they're locally owned, which means they're locally accountable to you. So if you are in the market for a new roof, or if you're dealing with some roof issues, check out lifetimeroofingstl.com or call 314-800-0426. There's 24/7 availability, and those phone lines get answered 24/7. Roofing damage doesn't wait, and neither does Lifetime Roofing. Online at lifetimeroofingstl.com.
All right, that's going to do it for us today here on After the Morning After. Tim was out today with a family obligation. He'll be back tomorrow, both on TMA on 101 ESPN and After the Morning After. For Doug Vaughn, for Ken Iggy Strode, for Martin, who dropped by earlier in the show, I'm Jackson Bennett Burkett. This has been After the Morning After, brought to you by Munganess, St. Louis Acura, and Munganess Burkhardt Alton Toyota on 105.7 HD2 and the TMASTL YouTube channel.